Is 13 an unlucky number? It surely seems so for SS Rajamouli, when during the term of the 13th President of India Pranab Mukherjee, Rajamouli's home state of Andhra Pradesh was ripped into two with the formation of Telangana. It pained him because
both states speak the same language, share the same food, culture and watch the same movies. Then why?
So while during his innumerable readings of the Ramayana, Mahabharata and Indian history, when he came across freedom fighters Komaram Bhim from Telangana and Alluri Sitarama Raju from Andhra region, a majestic idea popped up in his head. He discussed it with his father K. Vijayendra Prasad, the noted scriptwriter.
నానా ఈ ఇద్దరి హీరోల్ని కలిపి ఒక సినిమా తీస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది?
It will be our way of saying that we are one, not separate people.
But Rajamouli would be swimming against the tide were he to make a film on freedom fighters in British India. Almost every such film had failed or was only moderately successful at the box office, even though some had collected awards. No one wants to pay money to watch a history lesson on the big screen.
Your storytelling fails if you don't put a twist to the historical narrative.
And that twist was therefore all to see when Rajamouli released RRR, Rise, Roar, Revolt, with two top Telugu stars, Charan and Junior NTR. Borrowing heavily from the epics, K. Vijayendra Prasad blended history, patriotism and unbreakable friendship with mythology, molding Bhim's character after Hanuman by bringing in the Sanjeevani angle, recreating the carrying of Ram on his shoulders and many other such references which we will be posting in our community section. Now Lord Ram never met Pandava Bhim, but Prasad with the magic of his pen brought them together for RRR. Rajamouli's use of the Cuban revolutionary Che Guevara's motorcycle, the Norton 500, was his tribute to the struggle of the week. As cash registers started ringing, the distributors and producers of the film are doing the steps of the Nacho Nacho song. But do you know how many takes they took for this song? The perfectionist in Rajamouli, who had clearly visualized the screens in his head beforehand,
Cut!
seemed to be unhappy with every take for some reason or the other.
Cut! Ram, your hip is too high.
Nobody was allowed to improvise upon his vision.
Cut!
The dust is coming from the wrong side.
Cut!
70 plus takes. And guess which take was approved? You will be surprised. Answer at the end of the video. What commitment! Can you imagine two privileged South Indian stars, both sons of former superstars, putting so much effort into just one song? Since Bahubali, Rajamouli expects all his actors to get into the skin of their character.
This information will train your mind to think how the characters would behave in 150 to 200 different situations.
After reading and rereading the sheets over a continuous period of 3 days, they themselves became the character. Then they were tested on how much of it they had imbibed.
Bhima, if you see an injured snake along your path, what will you do? Sir, I will catch it and nurse it back to health. Ram, how will you react? Nothing can come between me and my mission. So with a heavy heart, I will leave it lying there injured. But if it tries to attack me, I will kill it.
But despite all this, Rajamouli's movies don't have any memorable dialogues, unlike in Pushpa.
Pushpa Raj, main jhukega nahi saala.
Or even the decades-old Mr. India.
Mogambo, khush hua.
However, he has a very versatile family that are involved in all aspects of his movies. For RRR, his father was a scriptwriter, son, line producer, wife, costume designer, cousin, music director, another cousin, script doctor, and sister-in-law in post-production. Rajamouli understands the importance of VFX in theatrical releases, which is why a large part of his budget, 150 crore of RRR's 400 crore, was spent on VFX, approximately the same amount he spent on his entire star cast. No wonder his films are eagerly anticipated by theatregoers who throng cinema halls, earning him pots. Elsewhere, even fans of Junior NTR had to be cajoled by the star himself. Rajamouli has given equal importance to both Ram and Bhim's roles. A noted historian and author mistook the movie for a history lesson. Alluri Sitarama Raju never had any romantic interest in his life. This is the case of character assassination. On the contrary, we should be grateful that Rajamouli has thrown light on the various unknown struggles against the British. The movie is loosely based on the Adivasi revolts of the 1920s after the introduction of the Madras Forest Act in 1882 that took away their lands. In reality, Alluri Sitarama Raju was born in 1897 in a small village near Andhra's Visakhapatnam, while Komaram Bhim was born in 1901 in Telangana's Asifabad village. Alluri led the Rampa rebellion in what is now Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, while Bhim fought the Nizam of Hyderabad, a British proxy. He coined the slogan Jal Jangal Jameen, water forest land. Alluri was captured by the Britishers, tied to a tree and killed in May 1924. Bhim was killed by the Nizam's army in 1940 at Jodeghat near Hyderabad. The aftermath of the movie has made Ram Charan a marketable star in Mumbai city, the heart of its film industry. Now Yash's KGF 2 has marched his army into the heart of the Hindi heartland through cameos by Bollywood stars Sanjay Dutt and Raveena Tandon, adopting a strategy similar to RRR. Now we will tell you which take of the Nacho Nacho song was approved for the final cut. Ready? Yeah, it's the second one. Bizbo's Limerick. History decided that they never meet, but Rajamouli crafted just such a deed. With a twist in the plot, the two together he brought. As usual his films, our expectations exceed.